This marks the 5th part of this manhwa. If you haven't viewed the previous parts, you can access it by clicking the I button located above, or the link is provided in description. Let's begin our recap video for today's manhwa. A while later, Xiaoji approached Qin's quarter and peeked through the window, muttering, "Let's see what he's up to." Her face turned red in shock, prompting her to quickly retreat to Bingbing, who stood a bit away from Qin's quarter. Curious, Bingbing asked, "What's wrong?" Xiaoji exclaimed, "He's a pervert." Absolutely shameless, Bingbing, there to observe Qin's practice with good intentions, wondered, is he really doing something inappropriate? Meanwhile Qin, practicing Ice Lotus armor, pondered, "This feels strange. Is this the power of Ice Lotus armor?" Moments later, he joyfully shouted, "I did it," only to discover Bingbing and Xiaoji in front of him. Feeling embarrassed, he greeted, "Hi Bingbing." Noticing Qin's chi flow, Bingbing inquired, "Did you succeed?" Qin admitted, "Maybe it was luck. I just tried, didn't expect it to work." Bingbing thought, he tried and succeeded. A pop-up window appeared. "Zhu Bingbing doubts your talents. Want to show your latest achievements?" Bingbing said, "I have to go. It feels like Ice Lotus armor, but keep practicing." "You're still learning?" Qin asked, "Like this?" Another window appeared. You surprised her and earned 10 potential points. 3 days later, at Star Hall, Mr. Zulongji instructed, "Show your progress." They agreed, and Mr. Du praised Shuking and Kong. Shuking teased Kong, and Qin reflected, "People envy those with talent, but I just need to meet the standard." Mr. Zulongji noted that Kai Fenghong and Bai Yuan just scraped by, shifting his attention to Qin Jinyang and criticizing his lack of talent, asserting that Star Hall wouldn't retain someone of his caliber. Trying to console Qin, Shuking mentioned that even if expelled from Star Hall, Flame Hall and Tiger Hall would still value him. In response, Qin questioned what would happen if he demonstrated something and proceeded to unveil his Ice Lotus armor, stunning everyone, confirming his passing. Mr. Zulongji was perplexed about when did he learn it. Kong congratulated Qin and expressed surprise at his talent, to which Qin humbly accepted the praise. Now recognized as Star Hall disciples, Mr. Zulongji instructed them to follow Lu Shuking, practice their techniques, and reminded Qin to push Ice Lotus stone coffin on the way before they departed. After a journey, they reached the Ghost Dark Cave, where Mr. Zulongji outlined their task: to kill Ghost Dark monkeys, retrieve their hearts, and use Thunder Pulse swordsmanship. He assured them not to fear the miasma, as it could be resisted with chi. However, the hearts of the Ghost Dark monkeys would decay rapidly outside the miasma, requiring restoration in an Ice Lotus stone coffin triggered by the Ice Lotus armor. Providing these instructions, Mr. Zulongji said that you may start it. Shuking assigned Qin to guard while he sought the monkeys. Kong cautioned Qin not to underestimate the monkeys and to be careful, bidding farewell before Qin wished him well. After their departure, a group monkey stealthily emerged behind Qin, prompting him to heighten his awareness and employ his chi. A window displayed information. Are they willing to eliminate evil Ghost Dark monkeys, dispel malaria, and render this land arable again? Contemplating, Qin wondered, "I wonder which is more effective against you, Ghost Dark monkeys, my rotten fist, or the Thunder Pulse swordsmanship?" A horde of Ghost Dark monkeys rushed to assail Qin. Facing them with a smile, Qin employed his rotten fist technique, successfully dispatching one of the creatures. A system window appeared, declaring, "You killed a Ghost Dark monkey, benefiting people in this place. You're rewarded with 1 potential point." Another pop-up announced, "You killed Ghost Dark monkeys, benefiting people in this place. You're rewarded with 2 potential points." Later, turning towards the dead bodies of dark monkeys, Qin reflected, "I defeated them too forcefully, damaging their bodies. Only 3 hearts remain intact. I need to exercise more caution next time." Subsequently, a system window presented the information. A pure lotus flower appears in the miasma-filled cave. Would you like to go and take a look? Intrigued, Qin approached the pure lotus flower, observing, "It's a lotus flower. It looks more like a bamboo shoot." The system window inquired, "Are you willing to inject qi into the pure lotus flower to purify miasma and drive away ghost dark monkeys?" As Qin neared the lotus, additional ghost dark monkeys emerged. Attempting to fend them off with his rotten fist, Qin found that this time, the monkeys adeptly evaded his attacks. He muttered, "What's happening? They've become faster. No, it's the dense miasma slowing me down." Suddenly, a monkey landed a successful attack, injuring Qin. Frustrated, he exclaimed, "Damn monkeys. I better retreat. I'll examine the lotus flower more closely next time." Meanwhile, in another section of the cave, Kong found himself encircled by agile and cunning ghost dark monkeys, contemplating, "Will this be the end for me? I wonder how Qin is managing with only the defense of his ace lotus armor." Suddenly, a rumbling noise echoed from behind Kong. Turning around, he witnessed Qin sprinting toward him. Wondering about what lay behind Qin, Kong thought, "What has he done?" Qin urgently instructed Kong, "Run. I stirred up those monkeys. Run." Shocked, Kong inquired, "How did you manage that?" Later, Kong complimented Qin, saying, "Impressive. You caught up using just your qi." Qin responded, "You have excellent lightness skills, Kong." Unfortunately, Kong admitted running out of qi but acquiring only one ghost dark monkey's heart. A window appeared, indicating that Mr. Gu obtained only one heart due to poor performance and offered Qin a low price to buy the hearts. Reflecting, Qin thought, "This notification arrived at the perfect moment. I was pondering how to handle these ghost dark monkey hearts." Qin then confided in Kong, saying, "I have a secret. Can you keep it?" Kong speculated, "Is it about your ice lotus armor nearing perfection? I saw through it, and I believe Lu Shuking noticed too." Qin clarified, "No." "Watch this," Kong inquired. "What?" Qin revealed, "Let's make a deal. Name a price for these 3 hearts." Kong proposed, 100 taels of silver per heart. "I'll give you 300 taels, and I'll claim credit for extracting these hearts." Qin agreed, "Deal. Provide me with 300 taels, and I'll swear I didn't kill any ghost dark monkeys." A window displayed information, acknowledging that Qin had improved the performance of this wealthy individual, earning him 5 potential points. Kong expressed gratitude. "You've been a great help, Qin Jinyang." Qin nonchalantly replied, "It's okay," and both burst into laughter. Later on, Mr. Zulongji announced, "Time is up. How many hearts did you acquire? This is the first mission for Star Hall disciples. For each heart, you can practice for 2 hours in the owner's secret room," and so on. The one with the most hearts receives an extra reward from the owner of Helan Grange, a clear spirit peel. Shuking aimed to secure the clear spirit peel, having learned the Thunder Pulse swordsmanship from Mr. Zulongji before joining Star Hall. Feng Hong and Yeong admitted to getting nothing, while Shuking proudly declared, "Sir, I obtained 2, Mr." Zulongji firmly declared that Kai Feng Hong and Bai Yeon were forbidden from sleeping that night, instructing them to engage in sword-fighting practice under Lu Shuking's guidance. Shuking turned to Kong, questioning the number of hearts he had secured. Kong, addressing Zulongji, revealed he had obtained 4 hearts, leaving Shuking astonished. Privately, Kong credited his success to Qin Jinyang. Meanwhile, Shuking pondered if the Gu family possessed techniques surpassing Thunder Pulse swordsmanship and accused Kong of employing questionable tactics. In response, Kong advised Shuking to practice more and refrain from baseless accusations. Mr. Zulongji intervened, silencing both and promising to address the matter later. Later that night, in the Qin quarter, Qin reflected on the moment when Kong had given him 400 taels of silver, 300 for monkey hearts and an additional 100 as gratitude for obtaining the clear spirit peel. Qin expressed his thanks to Kong, acknowledging his generosity. Suddenly, Qin heard approaching footsteps. Turning to inquire who was there, an agile elderly person emerged, attempting to strike Qin, but the Ice Lotus armor blocked the attack. The old man praised Qin's near-perfect Ice Lotus armor. Meanwhile, Qin used dirt field technique with hypnotizing powder, and the old man criticized Qin. As a martial artist, you'd better not rely on such a small trick. Utilizing the light step technique, the old man swiftly positioned himself behind Qin, lauding his physique and recognizing his potential to become a skilled martial artist. Finally, the old man inquired about the level of Qin Jinyang's Great River technique. Some time later, perched on Qin, the elderly man identified himself as Mr. Wu Shenxi and burst into laughter. He remarked, "Impressive. You're a young martial artist who hasn't attained rank 1, yet your Great River technique has already achieved perfection." Qin responded anxiously, "Mr. Wu, I shouldn't have secretly learned the Great River technique. Please don't destroy my foundation." Mr. Wu reassured him, "I won't. My sole purpose in life is to pass down the Great River technique." Qin replied, "Pass down the Great River technique." Adopting a respectful tone and bowing to Mr. Wu, Qin uttered, "Master, greetings, Master." Mr. Wu chuckled and said, "Clever boy. No need for arduous tasks in Star Hall. Come to Haoxing Hall." Qin explained, "I have some personal matters to attend to, so I can't go to Haoxing Hall now. Please forgive me, Master. Once I handle these matters, I'll promptly go to Haoxing Hall." Mr. Wu agreed, "All right. I'll teach you a martial arts technique to assist you. What would you like to learn?" Qin replied, "I want to master leap onto roofs and vault over walls. Do you have a technique for that?" Mr. Wu expressed surprise. "I didn't expect you to choose the lightness skill. Aren't youngsters like you more inclined towards combat skills?" Qin explained, "Master, I've considered it. The lightness skill is most beneficial for me at the moment." Mr. Wu concurred. "Very well. Follow me." Qin gratefully said, "Thank you, Master." Later, outside the villa, Mr. Wu turned to Qin and instructed, "Qin, observe closely. Follow the direction and go with the whirlwind. Qin Jinyang, engrave that formula in your memory and circulate chi beneath your feet. Come on, boy, keep pace with me." A window displayed information. The lightness skill, Blackfeet, has been discovered. Do you want to spend 20 potential points to unlock Blackfeet? You've unlocked Blackfeet, reaching near perfection directly. Excitedly, Qin exclaimed, "Master, I'm coming, Mr. Wu responded with approval, thinking to himself, he's indeed a once-in-a-century genius. Instantly grasping the essence of this skill, I have no regrets teaching him and doing. Annually, on the first full moon night after new disciples join Helan Grange, a banquet is organized. Mr. Zhou, in charge of the event, instructed his subordinates, "Speed up." The subordinate replied, "Yes, Mr. Zhou, all disciples, regardless of their gate status, attend the banquet." Both Duing and Jixiong greeted Qin, saying, "Hey, Jinyang." Qin replied, "You guys are here too. On the surface, it offers new disciples an opportunity to get to know each other. In fact, Helan Grange wants to make these newcomers fight, and the owner and the leaders of various halls can find disciples they like during the fight." With a sudden impact, Qin is struck by a watermelon. If no fights erupt naturally, the owner of Helan Grange will instigate trouble. Jixiong defended Qin, exclaiming, "How dare you hit Qin?" Duing added, "How dare you hit my buddy?" As expected, this year is no different, and the new and old disciples engage in combat, creating a harmonious scene. Mr. Zhou urged, "Speed up. We need more jars to smash." Qin confronted a guy who was eating the watermelon before and questioned, "Did you bully Wang Jixiang?" At that moment, someone tapped Qin's shoulder, prompting him to launch a punch, easily blocked by Mr. Wu. In response, Mr. Wu asked Qin, enjoying the fight. Qin halted and addressed him as master. Mr. Wu instructed, "Come with me. I'll introduce you to other hall leaders and Grange managers." Qin followed Mr. Wu, entering Helan Grange. Mr. Wu pointed out, "Here we are, Qin. Meet Mr. and Mr. Ding, deputy managers of Helan Grange." Mr. observed Qin, remarking, "I've seen you before. You seem destined for greatness." Qin expressed gratitude, saying, "Thank you for your kind words, Mr. O." Mr. Ding recognizing Qin, stating, "So you're Qin Jinyang, Mr. Wu has spoken highly of you, claiming to have found a talented disciple." Qin responded, expressing contentment, "I'm pleased my master holds me in high regard." Mr. Ding proposed a test, asking, "Allow me to assess your skills. Does Mr. A have a strategy to defeat me in this game?" Qin replied, sharing his perspective, "In my view, Mr. A faces a challenging situation, but he still holds a potential path to victory." Both Mr. Ding and Mr. O were taken aback by Qin's comments. Mr. Wu whispers to Qin if he was sure that Mr. Ding was the best Go player in Helan Grange, mentioning that no one had ever defeated him in a decade. Confidently, Mr. Ding retorted, challenging Qin by noting that Qin's master had lost to him just 3 days ago. However, Qin privately assessed Mr. Ding as a novice based on the game pieces and pondered if martial artists were generally bad at playing Go. Qin revealed his experience, mentioning leading an online Go game project and playing against professional Go players at levels 2 and 3 before time travel. He assured his master that he could win the game for Mr. O. Mr. O agreed, offering that if Qin win, he could request anything he desired. A system window appeared, exposing that Mr. O lacked Go skills but was arrogant and resistant to defeat. "Do you want to give him a victory, Mr. Wu?" cautioned Qin that if he failed, it wouldn't personally affect him, but Qin would offend both Mr. Ding and Mr. A. Qin reassured his master, prompting another system window indicating that Qin's master felt uneasy after losing to Mr. Ding and inquired if Qin wanted to reassure him. Meanwhile, Mr. Ding privately thought that today's youth displayed arrogance. Another system window emerged, revealing Mr. Ding's obsession with Go and his lack of encounters with true Go players, asking if Qin wanted to broaden his perspective. Feeling the weight of 3 tasks, Qin expressed to Mr. Ding and Mr. O that they should refrain from ridiculing his performance. Outside, the halted fight led Jixiang to question Doing about Qin's whereabouts, as he was present just moments ago. Doing speculated if Jinyang had vanished during their skirmish. Suddenly, Mr. Ding's voice echoed from inside, vehemently claiming that as the best Go player in Helan Grange for decades, it was inconceivable for him to have lost to a boy today. Qin privately speculated that there might not be any skilled Go players in Helan Grange. A system window appeared, announcing Ding Guangchun's first defeat and rewarding Qin with 10 potential points. Mr. O commented to Wu about having a bold and strategic disciple, leading to shared laughter and exchanged remarks. Mr. Wu expressed surprise at Guangchun's defeat, while Mr. O declared that he had finally avenged himself. Mr. Wu expressed satisfaction that someone had triumphed over Guangchun. Mr. O turned to Qin, inquiring about his desired reward. Another window presented an option for Qin to ask Mr. O to open the dark pond for everyone, considering Qin's role in the chaos, but staying out of it. Qin requested the dark pond to be opened, allowing all whole disciples to spend a night bathing. Qin considered that staying in the dark pond could condense qi and refine one's root bone, wondering if he could confirm it that day. Doing excitedly conveyed Qin's wish, sparking enthusiasm among the disciples. Mr. O agreed, instructing the medical hall to prepare for the dark pond's opening in 4 hours. Qin expressed gratitude, while Mr. Ding pondered the reason of his failure. Mr. Wu advised Qin that the dark pond's effectiveness decreased with frequent use, and since no one else was present, Qin could proceed to use it. Qin acknowledged his master's counsel. A bit later, at the dark pond, Qin, seated in the obsidian water, murmured to himself, "The water is so black, but the fragrance of herbs it emits makes me feel fresh. I haven't taken a bath since I came into this world, so I'll have a good bath today. Wow, how comfortable." In this moment, he noticed someone approaching him and remarked to himself, "Someone else also came here in advance." These individuals were Bing Bing and Zhu Wenqing. 2 girls, Bingbing and Zhu Wenqing engaged in conversation. Bingbing remarked, "The dark pond is indeed open." Wenqing recounted, "My father told me that Qin Jinyang persuaded Mr. Ao to unlock it, suggesting we enjoy the dark pond in solitude before others arrive. Sadly, we only have 4 hours. Submerged and hidden, Qin deliberated. What should I do? I can't hold my breath indefinitely with them here. If I resurface now, they'll surely kill me." Bingbing said, "That's enough. After 4 hours, it won't be effective anyway, right?" Meanwhile, Wenqing's hand brushed against the submerged Qin. Sensing a presence, she exclaimed, "Damn it, who's there?" Startled, she leaped, unleashing her thunder pulse swordsmanship where Qin is hiding, and with a blinding explosion of light, Qin float on water subconsciously. "See Qin," Bingbing realized, and said, "Wait." Simultaneously, Wenqing, angered, declared, "Damn rogue, I'll kill you," attempting her technique again. However, Bingbing stepped in, urging, "Hold on, Wenqing, he's Qin Jinyang." Wenqing questioned, "It's him," Bingbing affirmed. "He's been underwater, unaware of anything. You've already hit him hard. Spare his life." Wenqing, distancing herself from Qin, grumbled, "I'm not in the mood to bathe now. I'll go back." Shortly after, in the changing room, Qin muttered, "I was nearly killed." With thunder pulse swordsmanship like hers, she deserves to be the eldest female disciple in Helan Grange. It should have been Bingbing who intervened for me. Otherwise, Zhu Wenqing would have finished me off. Noticing something on the floor, Qin inquired, "What's this?" Meanwhile, in Zhu Wenqing's room, she anxiously searched, exclaiming, "How could it disappear? My jade pendant. Where is my jade pendant?" The following day, within the ghost dark cave, Qin found himself approaching the lotus flower. In a self-reflection, he mumbled, "I didn't anticipate earning so many potential points by allowing everyone to soak in the dark pond. Lotus flower, here I come." A window emerged, showcasing Qin's profile, revealing his name as Qin Jinyang and his role as a disciple of Star Hall in Helan Grange. It disclosed that his root bone rested at the silvery flower level, just a step away from attaining the golden branch level, which necessitated mastering 7 martial arts techniques. Qin's martial prowess encompassed the Great River technique, Dust Darts, Rotten Fist, and Black Feet, all perfected. His potential points stood at 102. Continuing his journey, Qin noticed the oncoming rush of ghost dark monkeys, yet he adeptly dispatched them one by one. Another window popped up, acknowledging his potential point rewards for each slain monkey, benefiting the people. Meanwhile, Shuking perceived the monkey's roars and ruminated. Qin Jinyang went deeper. He should be lost. Well, that saves me trouble. Recalling Mr. Zulongji's directive to trail Qin and stir up trouble, Shuking aimed to find a pretext to expel Qin and thwart Zhu Bingbing's interference. He assured Mr. Zulongji of understanding the plan. Simultaneously, Mr. Zulongji contemplated, "I must halt Zhu Bingbing's growing influence. If she loses her sway, Helan Grange's resources will be mine." Shuking thought to himself, "When Zhu Bingbing is down and out, I will help her openly. Then she will be mine." Both Shuking and Mr. Zulongji chuckled at their scheming thoughts. Meanwhile, Qin persisted in battling the dark monkeys on his path to the lotus. Upon reaching the lotus, the pursuing monkey leaped to attack, but met its demise. The same fate awaited all other monkeys approaching the lotus. Qin pondered that the demise of the monkeys resulted from the lethal fragrance of the lotus flower. Noting the flower's robust scent even before its full bloom, he surmised it could eliminate all cave-dwelling monkeys upon blossoming. Observing a wooden strip near an adjacent skeleton, he lifted the wooden strip. He speculated it might contain clues about the lotus flower. Reading the inscriptions, he discovered that the writer had serendipitously obtained the lotus seed. The message detailed the lotus flower's potential to vanquish monsters and purify the environment when in full bloom. Despite the writer's lack of martial prowess, he injected their chi into the lotus flower, anticipating death with resentment. He plea on the strip urged anyone finding it to prioritize people's safety and inject their chi into the lotus flower. Qin concluded that the lotus flower indeed possessed the ability to eradicate ghost dark monkeys, dispel miasma, and purify the land. However, it required absorption of chi from martial artists to thrive. Realizing the writer had succumbed to the monkey attacks after imparting their chi, Qin decided to fulfill the man's wish and employed his great river technique on the lotus flower. To his contentment, the technique succeeded, but suddenly, Qin experienced immobilized hands as the lotus flower rapidly absorbed his chi. Frustrated, he exclaimed that his chi was draining away. A window appeared, offering to consume 100 potential points for a temporary chi replenishment. Undeterred by the cost, Qin eagerly agreed, urging the process to quickly proceed. Subsequently, another window notified Qin that the secret treasure had activated, leaving him with 48 points of potential. The jade pendant, picked up from the floor of the dark pond changing room, turned out to be the secret treasure, and then the pendant levitated, Qin amazed by secret treasure. Its potent chi not only replenished mine, but also transmitted it to the lotus flower through my body. After a while, the lotus flower ceased forcefully absorbing his chi. Qin, relieved, remarked, "It seems fate is on my side." Suddenly, a growl emanated behind Qin, prompting him to turn and wonder, "What's that noise?" A large ball approached, and he exclaimed, "What the hell is this?" A monkey's hand emerged for the ball, scratching Qin's back. Responding with a powerful rotten fist technique, he shattered the ball, eliminating the enclosed monkey. Other monkeys spit corrosive black blood towards Qin, who blocked it with his hands, musing, "They formed these balls to attack before their demise. Do they intend to take me down with them?" 3 more balls approached, landing in front of him and emerging for it, the dark monkeys that spit at Qin. Despite using his ice lotus armor, his low chi hindered full defense. A window suggested consuming 100 potential points to temporarily replenish chi with the secret treasure, but Qin, lacking sufficient points, prioritized escaping. Facing a group of monkeys, patiently anticipating Qin's withdrawal from the lotus vicinity, he thought, "It's challenging to shake them off." Another window rewarded him with 1 potential point for each killed monkey, emphasizing the benefit to people. Breaking through the monkey formation, he continued running. Exhausted and trembling, Qin contemplated, "I can't die in this wretched place." Konga noticed Qin and called his name. Meanwhile, Qin collapsed, and a window revealed the activation of the lotus flower, symbolizing hope for the surrounding people. In return, Qin received a reward of 500 potential points.